the marketing minefield thing, it's first of all, I thought, oh, that's kind of catchy. That sort of sounds quirky. But actually, marketing is a minefield in various ways. There's so many options of channels and tools and courses to do to even get into marketing in the first place. And I think it is a minefield, I guess, for anybody that's thinking of getting in it. But even when you're working in it, it's a minefield. You never know what kind of company you're going to work for in terms of like, how do they feel about marketing? Do they get it? Do they support it financially, and kind of do they support it creatively? It does seem like a minefield. I guess a lot of industries are.
Yeah, I mean, I'd say even when you're well established within a role, day to day, it's a minefield because you've also got to manage client expectations. I'd say that's probably one of the biggest day-to-day challenges that I find now that I'm more comfortable with my role within marketing, my own expectations within my role. It's then managing other people's that have a kind of lesser understanding or have grand ideas that are just not kind of viable, and you have to then kind of bring them back down to earth. That's the difficult thing that I find. And similarly, it's such a busy space. You know, I work predominantly in the digital space, and it's knowing where to attribute within my role, sometimes quite restricted budget, how to get the most out of that budget with such a variety of different channels and options and even combinations of channels available. So, yeah, it is a minefield. I think that's a good way of describing the field in which we work, but also kind of the grander job role. You know, whether you are a digital marketer, whether you are a marketing assistant, or all the way through to a copywriter, you're never ever going to hit the nail on the head first time. And that's why you are going in eyes wide open into that minefield all the time. And it's having a way of working that also enables you to become quite thick-skinned as well. And as I think, as you climb the ranks, that becomes more and more important, because within my job roles, I've always had people either above me or around me that have helped guide me through the next process or take me on to the next stage of a campaign or even a strategy. But now, once you get towards the top, you're the one that's supposed to be guiding everybody else through that process. And the first time you start doing that, that in itself is a whole new experience. So yeah, the whole stepping up through the career, I don't know whether there will ever be a point where anyone within the marketing field is always entirely comfortable with everything they're doing. And if they are, I'd love to meet them.